Hey guys, and welcome to the lecture. In this lecture, we're going to talk about tuples. A tuple is a sequence of immutable Python objects. What does that mean? Well, tuples are arrangements of things with an order, just like lists. The only difference is that tuples can't be changed. While lists are created using square brackets, tuples are created using parentheses. Creating a tuple is as simple as placing different comma-separated values between parentheses. For example, tup equals math, football, 2005 is a valid tuple. The empty tuple is written as two parentheses containing nothing, like so. It may seem a bit odd, but in order to write a tuple containing a single value, you have to include a comma, like so. Like strings, tuple indices start at 0, and tuples can actually be sliced and concatenated. Let's try to access values in a tuple. Similar to lists, we can use square brackets to slice with an index or indices. Let's use our tuple tup as an example. We can print tup of 0, which gives us math, and we can print tup of 0 to 2, which gives us the tuple math, physics. You can note right here that tup 0 gave us a string, while tup 0 to 2 gave us a tuple, because in the first case we're accessing the value, and in the second case we're slicing, creating a separate copy of the tuple from index 0 up to but not including 2. Alright, let's move on to updating tuples. Like we stated earlier, tuples are immutable, which means that you cannot change the value of tuple elements. What we can do is create new tuples using existing portions of the tuples we have. Let's go through an example. We can create a tuple tup1 equals 10, 5, and we can create a tuple tup2 equals me, u. You can see that if we try to change value in tup1, say tup1 of 0 equals 20, we get an error. So let's create our new tuple. We can have that tup3 equals tup1 of 0 plus tup2 of 0. Then we can print off tup3, and you'll see that we do indeed get a new tuple containing the values we expected, which are 10 and me. Alright, let's go on to deleting tuple elements. As we said before, tuples are immutable, meaning they cannot be changed, so removing individual elements is not possible. We can, however, delete an entire tuple using the delete statement. Let's try that right now. We have tuper equals grades, 100. Then we're going to delete tuper. If we try to print tuper, you'll see that we get an error. We can see that tuples actually respond to the same operations as strings. Let's create our tuper equals 1, 2, 3. Then we can get the length using len tuper, concatenate using tuper plus tuper, repeat the tuple using tuper times 3, check for membership using 3 in tuper, where we get true, which is right, and we can iterate over the values. Say for x in tuper, print x, and we get 1, 2, 3 as expected. Getting indexes and slicing works the same way as lists, and we can actually convert a list into a tuple. Let's do that with our list lister equals 1, 5, 3. Then we have tuper equals tuple of lister, and enter, and there we go. You can see right here that we did actually convert the list lister into a tuple as the square brackets turned into parentheses. Alright, let's do a quick recap of what we covered in this lecture. We talked about a new type, tuple, which is an immutable sequence of Python objects, meaning we cannot change the tuple after it's created. We talked about how to create a tuple and access its different values. Then we covered how to delete tuples, as well as some basic operations that we're allowed to do on them, which included getting their length, concatenating tuples, as well as checking for membership and iterating over the values. Alright, that's it for this lecture, and I'll see you guys in the next one.